Atlas in the hot seat tonight.
And Atlas.
Goes by the name of Atlas the Bookkeeper. How you feeling, my friend?
It's Chonky Cheeks from Kick. Can we get an update on Wings or Boogie appearing on the show? Maybe you can go directly through Keem because I love the guys from Lol Cow Live. I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't worked on interview stuff at all. I told you, like, I got burnt out on it. Like, I was talking with several different people. All right, I'll give you a cumulative update here. I'll tell you how it ended for me, okay? Here we go. I'll tell you the full story. Maybe I'll even make this a clip for the show, okay? Okay. All right, I'm gonna do a clip because this is the God's honest truth, and a lot of people don't know this, so I just want to make this known. And by the way, don't worry, I'm not gonna blow up anyone's spot or anything here because some people might be like, "Whoa, he's gonna say something? Oh, I didn't say he could talk about that." Well, don't worry, I'm not gonna drop any names or anything. Okay, so where are we at? We're around 40 minutes in. Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, people have been asking me recently what happened in regards to you doing interviews on the Level 1 podcast, right? And other topics like that. Like, you seem to have gone back to you're doing a lot of gameplay now. You're not necessarily doing some of the content like you said you had been interested in doing. I just got asked on stream, what's the status of doing an interview with Wings of Redemption? What's the status of doing an interview with Boogie? We'd like to see those interviews, even if it means going through Keemstar to get them going, right? Okay, here's the deal. So basically, I put a heck of a lot of work in the months of August and September and the first half of October into trying to schedule and even wrangle people to be interviews for this show, okay? It's shown that when you get interviewed on this show, there's good viewership, right? Like, we get thousands of viewers for those interviews, and they get good viewership as well on the channel, and a ton of people clip them and talk about them. So it gets you good notoriety. It gets a buzz going in the online community when I have people interviewed on this show. But the thing is, it takes a hell of a lot of work to make it happen. And sadly, because of who I am, people just don't make themselves available as if I were someone else. Allow me to explain, right? As you know, for the greater part of a decade, I've had haters, trolls, detractors, whatever you want to call them, who harass everyone associated with me on the internet. Like, completely, right? And so, when you are going to appear on this show as a guest for an interview, you have to understand the amazing amount of harassment you might receive as a result. No exaggeration, every single person, the 4 people in a row that I interviewed on this show, all received mass harassment from my detractors. They all were contacted and thrown, "Oh, you got to talk about this topic. You better fucking talk to Phil about this. You better do this. Why didn't you do this? How dare you do this and this and this and this?" It's like, what the fuck? All they want to do is come on the show and talk with me in an interview. And it could be about any topic. You know, each person was unique. Keemstar, Stuttering Craig, June the King, and then Tolomeo. All were 4 completely different people with different topics to discuss, correct? I didn't even know how some of the interviews were going to go when they went down. It could have went different directions, right? But the problem is when you are now going to appear on the show and you know that now this means weeks of systematic harassment. They're going to come to your content and streams. They're going to come to your forums. They're going to come to your Discord. They're going to go to your social media. And these morons, these mouth-drooling idiots are going to come harass the shit out of you. That scares a lot of people, all right? At first, I had a few people who were very interested to do an interview. And then they basically saw how the other interviews went down and the level of harassment that some of these people went through and said, I don't want to deal with that. I had people lined up for it, and then they backed out. Okay? Now, in the regards of people who are not necessarily involved with internet drama, there's 2 particular people, okay, who I've actually wanted to do like an interview with for many, many years, one of which I really, really respect, okay? Someone who I've known for a long time, someone who I feel like if we sat down and we had a candid interview about certain topics, it could actually blow up in regards to the internet talking about various things, okay? Because I don't think anyone's ever had these discussions before. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to, again, I don't want to blow up anyone's spot or whatever, okay? So I'm talking with this particular person for months, all right, about this and how it would go down and everything. And basically what keeps happening is this person, again, they don't understand the internet hate against me. They don't understand how the detractors work. They just keep hearing new things, new toxic things about me every week from fucking detractors and shit, right? So one week it's this, oh, Phil did this, and the next week it's Phil did that, and next week it's Phil did this, and next week it's Phil did that. And it's none of it's true. Like literally, it couldn't be further from the truth. For example, one of the things that scared them off was over a month ago on my React show, DSP versus the internet, there was a clip. Someone had submitted it, and it was a VTuber, all right? And I guess this VTuber was playing Street Fighter 6, and another VTuber matched up with them, and they're playing them. And they're freaking out. Now, I don't even understand the context of the clip, and my chat's trying to explain to me, I guess both of these VTubers had been in like a tournament or something, and so for them to play and match up randomly was incredibly rare luck that this ever would happen, so that's why the VTuber's freaking out. I said, all right, this is kind of interesting. I'll watch, I'll see if they're any good, I'll commentate, and I'm watching it, and I watch a couple minutes of the clip, but this VTuber just keeps screaming at the top of their lungs. And it's grating. Imagine if the whole podcast was this. And I didn't have a voice limiter on. Imagine if it was just screaming, screeching. Okay? So after watching this for like 2 minutes, I was like, guys, I'm sorry. I literally can't keep watching this clip. It's actually giving me a headache. Like, it's bothering me. I'm not trying to insult the person. Just they talk so high pitched and so loud, constantly screaming, that it's actually hurting my head. And I want to just move on to the next clip, okay? And that was literally it. Like, that was literally 100% it. My detractors took that clip and started spreading it all over the internet saying, DSP hates VTubers. Here's him being totally bigoted and prejudiced against VTubers. And it's not what happened at all. It could have been any clip I was watching and someone was screaming at the top of their lungs and it hurt my ears. I would have said the same thing. It didn't matter that it was a VTuber. It doesn't matter if it's a male or a female or somewhere in between. It doesn't matter what the color or race or creed or whatever. It could have been any single thing. If it's that high-pitched of a sound, it's going to hurt my head, and I don't want to watch the clip. I'm going to move on to the next, and I have the right to do that. It's my React show, right? I don't have to sit there and torture my fucking self with a clip. If it's so loud, it hurts me. So I'm not kidding you. This person says to me, who I've been trying to get on an interview for months. So I heard now that you're saying awful things about VTubers, and I don't understand why, I don't know why would I want to do an interview with you? You're just someone who's trying to cause problems and stuff. I was like, what are you talking about? Did you even see the clip? Do you even know what happened? This has nothing to do with the person being a VTuber at all. I would have said that to anyone who was being too loud, right? So that's the point. Like, trying to arrange these interviews is like so much pulling teeth and bullshit, and it's because of bullshit. It's not because I wouldn't be a good interviewer. It's not because the interview wouldn't be good content. It's because there's 10 years of shit all over the internet about me. So when you try to get someone to interview, like, I don't want to deal with this guy. Nah, this guy's terrible. I've heard this and this and this about him and this and that. You guys who are here every day watching my content, you know who I am because you're here every day. You watch it and you support it and you enjoy it. But outsiders don't know that. They tend to believe the things they hear. Or they just hear the next bullshit thing over and over and over. To the point where, I mean, I get it. Like, imagine every day my detractors make something up about me. I ignore it and I'm fine. Like, I'm doing well. Just so everyone knows, I'm doing very, very well. All right? To the point where things are better for me financially. I can now afford things. As you can see, I'm upgrading my equipment. I just got a new washer dryer. I have an electrician who's going to be coming the next couple of weeks to install ceiling fans in my home. I've got other things going on. I'm taking more time off to spend with my family. And this is all great stuff thanks to you guys, right? I'm not hurting here because my detractors don't really affect me in that regard at all. However, where it is hurting me is public image, where trying to cross over and have opportunities, they're not happening. Why? Because these idiots say so many toxic things every single week. that people who are outside of this bubble of toxic internet drama don't get it and don't want to be associated with it. And I can't blame them. All right. I literally can't. There's people who I've had talked with or association with in the past that no longer want to do that. They don't want a chance that my detractors will latch onto them and cause them problems. And I totally 100% get it. Why wouldn't I? I'm here in the center of it, so I know what it's like. I could just imagine what it would be like if you have your own thing going on, your own life, your own business, your own internet thing, and now all of a sudden my detractors are going to start coming after you. You wouldn't want to do that, right? So, yeah, it's pretty fucked up. You know, I was working my ass off trying to get interviews every night after work. You know, after my wife went to bed, I was there messaging people behind the scenes. Hey, let's do this, let's do that. Here's how we'll make it work. Let's get a schedule going. Let's do that. It was a nightmare. And then, again, the straw that really broke the camel's back was last month with Boogie, where I'm working with this guy for weeks and weeks to do this interview, and he's just not working with me. I need him to simply tell me the date and time. I need him to simply tell me his Discord so I can send him an invite. I simply need him to accept my invite request. And it's like insane amounts of work to get this guy to even fucking respond, right? Now, Wings has outright told me he wants to do the interview. 100%. He wants to do it. But he said that he would, because of everything going on last month with the surgery and everything, that he was going to get back to me on when he's ready. He hasn't yet. So maybe he never will. Maybe I need to go after him, right? But to be honest, I just haven't worked on it, nor have I really cared. Being completely transparent with all of you, I just don't really care right now. I'd much rather focus on my content. Let's make my content better. Let's find games people want to see, right? And play them. Let's focus on improving the React content. Instead of it being a weekly clip show, let's really work on making a long-form show work, right? So let's brainstorm. Let's work on that. And I have all the stuff. I don't know if we're going to get to it today again. You know, we're going long-term here. Every day I say I'm going to get to it, and we're going to talk about it, and we never do, right? So we'll see. Let's see what happens. But basically, the way I see it is I think eventually I will get back to interviews when I feel like it. I just don't feel like it right now. I'd much rather focus on my own shit than trying to wrangle people, because that's what it feels like. It feels like I'm in Red Dead Redemption, I got a lasso, and I'm trying to wrangle the wild horse and then tame it to get it to come to do a fucking interview, and it shouldn't be like that. Like, really, it shouldn't be like that at all. It should be, hey, do you want to come on? Yes. Okay, here's the schedule. Here's the slots. You want to come on one of those? Yes, I'd like to come on this one. Okay, send me your Discord. Okay, here it is. All right, we're set. Talk to you next week when we're ready to go. Instead, it's like, message, wait 3 days for a response. Then they respond and they're confused. You got to clear up their confusion. Then you got to talk about that. Why is it 3 weeks before I even start talking about getting them on the show? Like, forget it. Fuck it. Really, it drives me fucking, like, absolutely insane. And just for the record, all right? And again, this is not particularly aimed at any person, all right? There have been multiple ideas regarding me interacting with other people, all right, on the internet. People who sometimes have had history with me, people who you think you would love to see this happen, DSP X whoever, right? And these ideas have been worked on and proposed, and every fucking person has backed out. Every single person has backed out. And it's been a bunch. It's not one or two, it's a bunch. So people are happy to talk about DSP whenever it means that they can punch me. Okay? If it's, oh, I could just make fun of Phil today and make money. So here it goes, right? You know, think of Review Tech, right? I mean, he's definitely one of them. But basically, if it means that I can take a cheap jab and I could beat up Phil today and blood is squirting out of him and I make money, that's great. But now, Phil is willing to do actual crossover events, conversations, you know, to actually have a chance to, like, respond, to defend myself, or go back at them. No one's interested. Oh, so you only want to address Darkside Phil when it means you get the free punch and the free jab. The moment that I have the ability to clap back, you're a pussy. Yeah, and it's not one or two. It's been a bunch of people who the idea has been presented. Hey, Phil's willing to do crossovers now. Phil's willing to do events now. Phil wants to have a conversation. Push the fuck out. So, again, these people who are on the internet who for years have been bullies, you have to question, why are they internet bullies? Because it's easy. Because when it's just you talking and there's no response, guess what? It's an echo chamber. And you get all these people who like that idea of bullying the person or whatever, right? There's no opportunity to clap back or respond. But now, oh, the tables have turned. Hey, let's do this for real now. Let's have a real back and forth. Let's have a real opportunity for a discourse or a discussion. Oh, no. Oh, can't do that. Oh, okay. Great. So anyway, that's why. If you're wondering. And by the way, no, again, I just want to make this clear. It's not directed at any one particular person or whatever, because you know people will make shit up. I have not said a single word. I've not blown up anyone's spot. I have not done that. But I know people are questioning me now. Phil, it's almost mid-November. You're not doing interviews. You're not doing crossover events like you said you would. I don't understand what's going on. It's not me. It's literally not me. It's like the internet has become a bunch of fucking pussies. Really. They just don't, nothing to do with DSP, because you know what it is? They know now that I have a voice and I have points. You know, I have a podcast where I'm making good, valid points about shit that people are agreeing with. Fuck, I don't want to deal with that guy. I wanted to deal with the guy who everyone thought was a buffoon, who no one would listen to, because then it would be easy pickings for me. Oh shit, it's not easy pickings anymore? Oh, fuck that. I want nothing to do with them, right? Well, fuck off then, I guess. I don't know what else to say, right? But I guess that's life. What can I say, right? Anyway, so there you go. That's what's going on. If you were wondering, you know, will I ever get back to interviews? Will I get back to special crossovers? Perhaps. Okay. But no, exactly right. Maxwell says it's because your reputation changed. They all wanted to talk to you before your comeback started. And they were all begging to get you in an interview. Numerous examples. Now they suddenly don't want it. Yeah. I mean, Rich is definitely the biggest case of that. Review Tech, where for years, all he wants to do is interview me. Then I say, hey, this is it. Come on my show. And he's the ultimate pussy and won't do it. But then he continues to do the one-sided narrative shit on his streams, but he won't have the conversation with me. If you won't come on my show and interview me, or I interview you, or we go back and forth, then you have no right to then do what you're doing on your content, on your streams. You don't. You just don't have the right. You know? Sorry, you forfeit the right to validly criticize someone when you run from them like a fucking coward. All right. So that's all I have to say about that. Oh, this is hilarious. Hold on a second. Someone in chat says, all of your detractors are willing to sit down and have an interview with you, like Duty, Snort, Raw. They're open invite. Stop lying. Who said I want to talk to them? No. I'm not talking about internet nobody detractors. How could you possibly confuse the two? I'm talking about people who are notable YouTubers, who have followings, who make livings doing it, who go viral for the content they make, shitting on me. That's who I'm talking about. Somebodies. Not fucking internet detractor nobodies. Literally no one wants to talk to detractor nobodies. No one. Right? We entertained Duty for like half a second 2 months ago. And that was it. There's no point to giving these people attention. They are literally no ones. No one cares about them or what they say. I'm talking about these people who have brought me up time after time after time after time after time in their content as the joke, the butt of the joke, the whipping boy. But now DSP is willing to come on and talk with them. Let's do a crossover event. I'll go on your show. You come on my show. Let's do this. Let's have a special. Let's have a neutral ground to appear on. Oh, no. Can't do that. Well, then why the fuck did you talk about me for years? Now that the ground is becoming more fair, oh, no, I can't do that. Okay, Mr. Million sub YouTuber. Mr. gets hundreds of thousands of views on every video you put out, particularly ones about me that crap on me. But now that the tables have turned and people want to see me clap back, you don't want that opportunity. You want to shut down that avenue. Okay, well, that's on you. I mean, it's pretty disingenuous. That's what I'm talking about. No one is talking about my detractors. No one wants to talk about my detractors or talk to them. They're losers. They're complete wastes of life. If they disappeared from the planet today, literally no one would care. No one. They'd be like, oh, well, move on. So why the fuck do I care? I don't. I never will. You will never see me doing an interview with a detractor and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway.